Hi, it's John and welcome to the channel. Tuesday, January 7th, 4:08 a.m. There it is on my watch. Hope you're having a great start to your day. I know I am with my big blue mug of coffee. And I always remember a saying by Johnny Rotten, lead singer for the Sex Pistols, after his band had put on a particularly bad performance. They weren't very good musically. Love the Sex Pistols, don't get me wrong, but he sneered out into the audience, "Do you ever get the feeling you've been cheated?" And that's how I felt yesterday after Trudeau's resignation, and he's not really going anywhere very soon. Do you ever get the feeling you've been lied to? Do you get the feeling you're being played? Because that's how I felt yesterday. I'm skeptical of everything. I always say be skeptical. Always. Don't trust them. They're politicians, after all. They lie to you all the time, and they manipulate you. And I feel like we're being manipulated. I don't think everything you're seeing is true, and I think other things are happening behind the scenes. Now, I want to tie together a couple of videos I've done recently. Now, one I did on Boxing Day, and here's the slide on the screen right now. Let me bring it up. Are they scheming to spend more of your money? And I was talking about Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau. Now, at that time, we had no idea that Trudeau was going to resign or what happened yesterday. We did not know what happened yesterday was going to happen at this point. But I suggested that Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau were talking during the Christmas period and making a deal behind the scenes so Singh could slither his way out of a non-confidence vote against the Liberals and keep the Liberals in power longer. I've been saying all along, for a month or more, there's going to be an election in October. And yesterday I heard pundits say, oh, well, after March 24th and prorogation, once we have a new leader in the Liberal Party, we're going to have an election. It ain't going to happen. Here's what I said on Boxing Day. And, you know, Jagmeet Singh is dangerous and desperate and is going to lose a lot of influence with government. But he might think there's an opportunity to stop the bleeding a little bit. I think right now the Conservatives have 50% popularity in the country, leading the Liberals by, I think, over 20% at this point. A huge majority coming. But Singh might go to Trudeau, and this is the thing I'm thinking about, and say, listen, maybe we can save ourselves a little bit and maybe limit the damage in October, assuming that's when the election happens. I will continue to support you if you give me some stuff. So they make a deal. Now, what did I suggest on Boxing Day? The things that the NDP might want. Well, it's right on their website. So first off, they want to forgive students up to $20,000 of their student debt. They want to provide guaranteed income for seniors and people on disabilities, and they want a higher living wage. And that means a higher federal living wage, which is just over $17 an hour right now. And the NDP want to make it $20 an hour. These are all on the wish list of the NDP. And I think that Trudeau and Singh are making a deal. So when there's a new leader, he has a way of getting out of any non-confidence vote that may be brought forward. All they have to do really is to get to summer, because they don't sit during the summer, and then we get into fall and might as well have an election in October. Because both of these parties, the NDP and Liberals right now, are playing for time. They need time. The numbers are so poor for them right now, and the Conservatives are so strong, they need to try to bring their poll numbers up and get more people voting for them. The other video that I want to refer to is the one that was titled "Conservative in Canada? The Left Hates You," because Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau hate conservatives and our values so much they're willing to continue with the pain here in Canada. They do not want the Conservatives to get into government with a huge mandate. They don't like Pierre Poilievre. They do not like you. So this is what I'm thinking yesterday. I'm thinking something's going on behind the scenes. So anyway, I'm watching Botcher's Burning Questions on the Toronto Sun. Adrienne Botcher brings on Warren Kinsella and Brian Lilly quite often. And they're talking about what happened yesterday with this announcement from Trudeau. Now, Warren Kinsella, I think Warren's kind of lost. You know, he gets it right on so many things, but he's a Liberal insider, worked with Chrétien. He even admits that he went over and he campaigned on behalf of Kamala Harris. He gets it really right on Israel. He gets it wrong on other things, like a tweet he had from yesterday. Let me just bring it up on the screen here for you. Tories before today resign. Tories today, he needs to stay and call an election. Well, that's totally wrong. Pierre Poilievre has been calling for a carbon tax election for months. He didn't always say that Trudeau had to resign. So Kinsella gets it right. Sometimes he gets it wrong. But what did he say with Adrian Batra and Brian Lilly yesterday that makes me think something's going on? And I think Kinsella gets this right as well. Let's hear what he said.
But secondly, he was asked about the House coming back for this supply vote at the end of March. And he said, if they want to vote us down, they can. I don't believe him for a minute. That tells me that they have got another Axis of Weasels deal with the NDP to get them through that vote. So the government is not going to be defeated. It's going to keep going because there's no way that they've decided to be defeated during the middle of a Liberal leadership race. No way.
So Kinsella seems to think a deal has been made, and that's what I suggested back on Boxing Day. Axis of Weasels, great way to put it. He also said in that spot with Batra and Lilly, there's no way the Liberals want to go to an election right now. Not a chance. Their numbers are so low, they need to try to whittle away at the Conservatives, who are almost at 50% in the polls. Singh's in the same position. Here's an opportunity for him to get his last hurrah and to start redistributing some of your wealth with some of those things, perhaps, that I mentioned earlier in this video. We've got everybody calling for an election right now. Danielle Smith, the Premier of Alberta, saying yesterday we need an election right now. Of course, Poilievre is saying that, and you're saying it as well. We need an election now. It's not going to happen, and it's going to cost you because the Liberals and NDP love spending your money, and they love trying to buy votes, bribing people with their own money. October, that's when the election is coming. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.